a do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
That's it. Ready to eat. Check 53's mine. Man, I got you. Man.
Oh, the spin. Here's McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready? 53 is the mic. Come on. You better bring it. Ready?
Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? Ready to eat. Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Ready?
Now Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Hamilton. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Mike, 53. Off. 53. Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20.
Rush in. Check. 20. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Here we go. What is it? Here we go. 8.
From the 50, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
20. You got tape.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's our field.
McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 13. Check 13.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Woo-hoo.
From the gun, here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Always got some breathing room. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Hamilton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Hamilton. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 data. 54. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Hamilton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Running with Kamara. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Back.
They're going with Lindsey, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Watch the safety creep. Hey!
Now it's Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 8. Check. Check. 53.
Throwing again. Newton. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Mark 50. That's right, baby. They don't want 20.
Out of the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Yeah, let's get set.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Kamara trying to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of 1st downs, maybe a 3rd one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
Ready? Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
On second down and 4, Newton. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Great. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here we go, D. 20.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. To throw on second down. Hamilton. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
That's track. Kill, come on. Hey, turn it up. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Here we go, D. Check 3. 22, check, over. 22, check, over. Hey.
Back to throw. Hamilton. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 39.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Off play action. Hamilton. He's got his tight end Fant. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ready? Right. Check 52. Come on. Defense wins championships, baby.
Throwing on first down. Hamilton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. In your face.
On first down, it's Newton. On the screen, this is Coleman. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here we go. Mike, 8. Mike. Here we go. He's checking.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
53 is the Mike. I got one. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. 53. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Let's go.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Broncos.
Sunday ending. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Stay with your man. Check. Fresh down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Hey, watch the slant.
Off the play fake. Hamilton. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Hamilton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off play action. Hamilton. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
He's scared. Kill. Kill. Hey, switch gears. Chest. 20. I'm on 3. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Let's get this. Check 15.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Too little.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They run the counter. Merritt. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Hamilton. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Right here, right here. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, tight.
Throwing is Newton. And now here is another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready. Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
On 1st down, Hamilton looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Let's go. At their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you're looking to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Wide, get wide. Check 8.
Newton now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after try forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Watch the twist.
Taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Just like that. Just like that.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, a quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tackles.
They'll try the left side. Merritt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's get it.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Broncos, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch,